Ahoy, what's up everybody? So, been a while, been a minute since I've done a video. As you can see, I'm at the beach right now. That's because 3 days ago I just got an apartment. That's only like a couple miles away from the beach. I'm in New Hampshire right now, so I'm done with the what I was doing, living off my bike. Lived off my bike for a year and then lived out of a car for a year and a half. So I basically spent the past like 2.5 years being a homeless bum. It was not easy. Look at this location, Namesbury Street. Rip currents, break the grip of the rip. Yeah, you gotta be careful of that stuff. Look at this caterpillar. Look at that hairy ass caterpillar right there. What's up, bud? What are you doing? You got like a whole bunch of sand on him. What are you gonna do? You gonna leave? Well, anyways, so it hasn't been easy. 2.5 years hasn't been easy. I was basically, there was a whole list of, like a dozen reasons why I did what I did. Sold all my shit, fucking bought a bike and, lived off of it, and then a car and all that. There's a long conversation. I'm not going to bother with you guys in this video. I'm just updating you. For anyone that gives a shit, if you still subscribe to me, thank you anyways for, subscribing to me and just hanging out. I know that, there's some people on here I really do care about. I've known for, I don't know how many years it's been now. I love seeing the updates, just randomly seeing the random updates that y'all put out. There's so many different things I can talk about right now. It's pretty crazy. Like, there's so many different things. I will just say, if you're at all into politics, and I know I've talked about this in my older videos, where, look at this, I found some green army men out here. I'm going to play with those a little bit. Isn't that cool, little army men? I haven't seen these things in years. But, I know I talked about it, when it first came out, this whole, like, if you're still into politics, okay, if you at all follow politics, right, if you think that anything to do with the government is at all something that's, like, deemable to talk about, whether it was, Trump, all the stuff going on with Trump, all the stuff going on with, like, Biden and shit, like, if you think that shit's, like, a conversation piece, you need to reassess everything. You need to reassess what your outlook on what's going on in the world, okay? Let me tell you, so I grew up in Massachusetts, right? And my father was a lobsterman, and I'm very familiar with the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, especially in the Northeast. And let me tell you, the Atlantic Ocean is freezing cold, but today, wow, the water is piss warm. Like, it's actually, when I first got here, it was actually warmer in the water than it was in the air. It is so piss warm. Like, that's pretty crazy. I love it. But so anyways, getting back to what I was talking about, when it comes to I saw all this coming. Okay, for me, I thought it was going to be more of an economic collapse than this whole, like, the whole Rona nonsense. I kind of saw that, there were definitely hints for it, but I knew that when I graduated university, something was going to happen. I knew that something was going to break at some point, and I was 100% on point. I was literally right there. I literally had, I can't, it's insane. I think it was like 2017. In 2017, I was like, all right, by the time I graduate, because I graduated in December of 2019, I was like, something's going to happen. Something's going to break. And it did. And that's one of the reasons why I did what I did. And, but like I said, there was a bunch of reasons why. It was just it was perfect timing for everything. I tested my own resolve, my own motivations, my morale. You know, it was a huge test. And if there's one thing I'm really good at is breaking myself down constantly breaking myself down with all the, like, you know, when it came to being in the military, when it came to all the different positions I've held, different jobs I've been in, all the drugs I've taken, none of the stupid drugs. I'm talking about it was either pot or psychedelics. I didn't take any opiates. Fuck that shit. Fuck all those, the meth shit, you know, the amphetamines. Fuck that. I was all about the psychedelics. And then, you know, I've done, if you look at history of the world, all right, like, I've had more information in my mind. I've forgotten more things than most people will have learned their entire lives for most of human existence. And that goes for most people too, especially if you're following this channel. You most likely are in the same boat as me. So, anyways, I mean, you know, I don't want to go on too much about, like, ranting and all that shit, but it's hard. It is not easy being, you know, being like this in this world. You know, let me tell you, if you think capitalism, if you still think capitalism is a good thing, right? You really, it's just the same thing as politics. You really need to reassess your outlook in the world. You really need to rethink what's going on in your mind, and what you think is good and bad. Because I'm telling you right now, like, some dude wrote capitalism. You know what I'm saying? Like, some dude just made it up. And if you don't know what capitalism is, like, it's fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. It's so exploitative. It's unbelievable. If you can't see that, I don't know. I mean, we're talking about a long conversation. But I'm a communist now, right? See, that's how it's politicized. Oh, I'm a communist now because I think capitalism is bad. No, I'm not a communist. I fucking hate all of it. It's all stupid. Like, if you want to have a long conversation about what's proper and all that, it's more than just, oh, he's this and that. As soon as you say one thing, you're this or that. It's not that easy. But that's the way people are. They're so fucking stupid. They're so fucking stupid. You know, one thing I learned living in the woods, in the forest, and in the mountains for the past 2.5 years, you know, being on the run from cops, because you can't just sleep out in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. That's illegal. You can't just do that shit. You can't, like, sleep in parking lots that no one's using. You can't do that shit. It's illegal. Like, how dumb is that, right? I had to, like, not only was I, like, running from cops and the law for doing nothing fucking wrong, but, you know, I was living in the woods for so long. Human beings do not belong here at all. We are so alien to this fucking world. Like, it's hard to even comprehend. Like, we have no place here. You know, I know I go off a lot about, you know, Christianity and stuff, you know, and Jesus is great. But let me tell you, there's some holes going on here. There's some holes in that book. Love the Jesus, but yeah, there's some holes going on there. Do yourself a favor, if you know anyone, if anyone's, like, you know, comes up to you and be like, you know, some kind of tough guy and is like, oh yeah, you know, I'm a survivalist and all that shit, you know, tell them to get naked and go out into the woods and just sleep out in the middle of the woods for one night. Don't let them bring any food, and, you know, have them just forage for the day and try to get their own food. No lighters, no fire starters. Okay, do everything on their own. Okay, and they'll be very quick to be like, all right, fuck that. All right, I'm telling you right now, human beings have nothing to do with this world. We are so alien, and the amount of assistance we need from creating like different shit to even just be here is absurd. It is absolutely absurd. We don't belong here at all. See the seagull? This seagull is better suited for this world than we are. It's way better off. It is way better off than a human being is. Like Jesus tells you, don't be anxious because your Father's gonna feed you. He'll take care of you. I'm telling you, that's a lie. That's a lie. You can't just go off into the woods and be like, oh, God's gonna feed me and all that stuff. I don't need to do anything, whatever. I shouldn't have any fear. Be anxious. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You can't just go out there and be like, oh yeah, God's gonna take care of me. Like these birds, you know what I'm saying? Like they know what's up. They know what foods they can eat. They know what's going on. Not only that, but they can fly. Okay, they can fly. I don't know. I know I'm kind of ranting here, but there is a lot for me to talk about of what happened over the past, how much I learned. Like I said, my mind, my body, my spirit has been broken down and built back up so many times that I've learned a lot. I learned a lot, and I never stop learning. Never stop learning. So, one thing that is unbreakable, I can tell you right now, is that this is not a fucking, we're not spinning here. We're not spinning on a pear-shaped rock. Okay, this is a literal plane of existence. There is, like, if you're still into politics, then that's why it's so hard being an actual thinker, an actual, like, someone with eyes to see and ears to hear, someone with actual experience and has very little fear going into things, or predispositions. Is you can't live life without being a liar anymore. If you know what I know, you have to be a liar all the time. Just to get along with people, you have to lie. You have to. You can't talk to people normal. You can't have normal relationships at all, because no one is willing to adapt to you or listen to you. It's impossible. You constantly have to adapt to the other people. The more intelligent you get, the more critical thinking you are, the more bullshit you have to put up with. And that is a fact. You can't just pack your shit up and move into the woods. That ain't happening. Okay? So I don't know. Anyways, this is going on long enough. I'll have to make, maybe in a couple weeks or something. I don't have internet at my apartment yet or anything, so I'm just kind of chilling out now. I got a pretty good paying job. I don't know how I got it, but I'm doing shit with chemicals. I'm gonna be some kind of chemical dude in a couple weeks here, hopefully. So got a really good paying job lined up, and I'm probably gonna get a part-time job. I also have some more schooling. I have another veteran schooling program I can use. So I'm probably going to do that. Some little extra income. I'm probably going to take some like Spanish, probably get a Spanish degree, learn Spanish. Because I need to get out. I'm in New England. I hate New England. I'm in southern New Hampshire on the beach. I hate New England. I grew up here. I don't like it for so many reasons. So I need to get out of here. So I'm probably going to pick up Spanish, learn Spanish, and I'm going to go maybe to Mexico, save up some money, go to Mexico. But people are already hating that place, or the Mexicans are already hating the Americans, all the Americans going there. So I don't know, who knows? But yeah, so anyways, Peace and love, everybody. Hopefully I'll be back with y'all soon. And hopefully everything has been great for everyone that's out there. That, you know, for the past 2.5 years I've kind of been absentee. So, I don't know. Take it easy.